court. The court said the people have to go back, and now the people are coming back. He's incompetent. He's a thief. He's a Nazi, and people don't trust him.
Well, it finally happened. Eventually, one of these meltdowns would cause Elon Musk to say, "That's it, lawsuit inbound," and that's what we will be going over today. The most recent CNN meltdown in which Elon Musk has had enough. Now, before we start the video, please like the video. It's the #1 way you can help this channel, and it helps others see the videos as well.
It shows again, the American people do not trust Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is incompetent in his position. And how do we know? Because they fired tens of thousands of people. It was challenged in court. The court said the people have to go back, and now the people are coming back. He's incompetent. He's a thief. He's a Nazi, and people don't trust him.
Okay, now we're going to do something fun and you guys can get involved. First off, that was the full clip right there in which Elon Musk responded and said, "That's it, lawsuit inbound." Now what we're going to do is we're going to watch some other clips as I was doing research, and I found some very questionable statements and accusations about Elon Musk. First off, this is what defamation is. In the eyes of the court, defamation is a false statement of fact published to a third party that injures a person's reputation and causes harm such as financial loss or emotional distress. Let's watch the rest of these clips and you guys can let me know, is it defamation?
By the second Sieg Heil, I think he kind of loses the benefit of the doubt to be not accused of playing footsie with these Nazis. I'm not saying he's a Nazi, I'm saying the Nazis think he's a Nazi, which they very clearly did at this event. And these words were not said in a vacuum. As you pointed out, the leaders of AfD have embraced, in many cases, the Nazi heritage. They have wanted to take down the Holocaust Memorial in Berlin, saying it is inappropriate to recognize this horrific chapter in German history.
Alright, so before I play the rest of this clip, you will notice a very common theme in all of these clips. A very fine line between opinion and accusation, and I will leave it at that. I'm going to let the rest of this clip ride out, and then please leave your opinions down below because this is a rather intense clip.
And I just think it's horrific. I don't understand why this guy keeps getting the benefit of the doubt, whether or not he believes this stuff personally.
You didn't even mention the jokes he was making on Twitter that actually got
he's been given
ADL
so many chances
about it.
Yeah.
I was hearing a lot of sighing. Scott, what's the deal?
I mean, we've moved on from Trump derangement syndrome to Elon derangement syndrome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to defend his saying
the
Germans get to
Let me let him finish, Catherine.
I love this game we play where you talk for 2 minutes, I talk for 3 seconds, and you freak out. So he has a long record of supporting the Jewish people, number one. Number two, anybody who is asserting this thing he did on the stage the other day was a Sieg Heil, which I just heard you say, lawyer up maybe, because absolute ridiculous thing to say under no circumstances.
The Nazis in Germany thought it was a Sieg Heil.
Under no circumstances
was
he doing anything other than expressing enthusiastically.
Why don't you do it on TV right now?
His appreciation.
Why don't you do it on TV right now if you think it's so?
Number three. Number three. I think it is fully appropriate. And I, of course, have been the strongest supporter of the Jewish people on this network for over a year, since October the 7th.
Is that true?
To remember the Holocaust and to remember the atrocities committed against the Jewish people. And I also think it's appropriate to remember the atrocities committed against them right now. And it seems to me, let me just finish my point.
No,
I
won't let you change the subject.
It seems to me,
Let's address what we're talking about.
I'm trying to finish my point.
As the Jew at this table,
I'm trying to finish my point.
I would say
the people who are most concerned about and most all over Elon Musk today have had nary a word for the college campuses who've gone crazy for the last year and a half.
That is bull. That is bull.
Nothing.
I am a Jew.
All right, I think many of us can remember, that entire media cycle was all about accusations towards Elon Musk, and the entire time Elon Musk really said nothing. I mean, obviously he made comment on it and said everything was fake, but he never pursued the law and never went into the court system. But I have some other interesting clips for you.
Elon Musk has apparently somehow convinced the United States government, specifically the United States Department of State, that the taxpayers of the United States of America should spend $400 million buying, quote, armored Tesla production units. Isn't it great and definitely not at all illegal or profoundly corrupt? Definitely not ripping us all off to pay themselves, right?
Donald Trump didn't give that contract to Elon Musk. Joe Biden gave it to him.
Now, another very common theme we are seeing is that news anchors actually will make an accusation towards Elon Musk, but through Donald Trump. I will play this next clip, and I think you'll see what I'm talking about.
A seizure of state power by unelected actors who work to take over the critical infrastructure of government outside of the rule of law. And that's what I see as going on right now. I mean, Elon Musk has basically tried to take control of the country's communications infrastructure, the governmental financial payments infrastructure, the data infrastructure, and he's got important parts of nodes of the military infrastructure. So I'm looking right through Donald Trump, who no doubt wants to abuse everybody's civil rights and civil liberties and centralize all the power in him. But at this point, you know, I'm with Steve Bannon and Laura Loomer and the people on the right who are saying, watch Elon Musk, because he's the guy who's trying to centralize all power behind him, and he hasn't been elected to anything.
So you see what I mean? It's like Elon Musk is trying to take control of all of these agencies, but then we'll throw Donald Trump in there and say, well, Donald Trump is allowing it, but then go right back to Elon Musk. Again, I don't know if this is a purposeful sleight of hand, but this is very common in a lot of these clips and a lot of accusations, is that it's Elon Musk doing it, but it's also Donald Trump's fault, but also Elon Musk.
I will say that Elon Musk is perhaps the world's leading spreader of disinformation, including outright lies about hurricane relief, about illegal immigrants. We've seen him do that in the last couple of weeks. And then on Saturday, he steps on stage with Donald Trump with one of the less athletic leaps I've ever seen as he bounded his way on stage with Trump. Tell us, and then spoke briefly on the former president's behalf. Tell us.
All right, so please leave your comments down below and your opinions, but in the last clip you just saw, I think that is the furthest you can go as far as, you know, making an opinion about somebody. Calling Elon Musk the biggest liar ever or the biggest spreader of disinformation, we've all done that in our personal life. We've all called our brother and sister, you know, you're the biggest liar ever, shut up. So again, I think you can get away with what that last clip just said, but once you go over that step of making it an absolute and then keep on spreading it and spreading it, I think that's when you get into the gray area of lawsuit.
Yeah, on the record, that is completely fake. And let me show you this. This started with this New York Times headline, and they've since changed it. But Musk set to get access to top secret U.S. plan for potential war with China. This is egregious. This is fake. The New York Times should retract this story. 5 anonymous sources. I've been on bilat calls with the secretary. I see how hard he's working to implement the president's agenda and pursue peace through strength. This type of garbage from the New York Times undermines that process and undermines our mission. It shouldn't happen at all. Elon Musk is just coming over here for a visit. Again, he's an innovator. This is a guy that shot a rocket at thousands of miles an hour that's thousands of pounds. And as it landed back on the Earth, it was grabbed out of midair by a giant robot arm. Yeah. We want a guy like Elon Musk.
Donald Trump did something illegal today, and he did it in the White House driveway. Donald Trump used federal property to do a TV commercial. Donald Trump stood with Elon Musk in the White House driveway with some Teslas in front of them, and Donald Trump pretended to buy a Tesla. It has been reported by legitimate news organizations everywhere that Donald Trump bought a Tesla from Elon Musk today, as if that's a fact. There is no evidence of that whatsoever. No bill of sale, no check was passed, nothing was signed. The two most awkward people in America stood there like statues trying to save Elon Musk's wealth with the completely fake stunt of Donald Trump pretending to buy a car from the richest person in the world with no money or paperwork changing hands. And saying, when asked, that he illegally was hoping that this stunt that he was doing on federal property against federal law would push up his friend's stock price.
You buying a Tesla will boost Tesla sales and boost
I hope
stock?
it does. He hopes it does. You can search the history books for the moment when any previous president of the United States used the White House to try to publicly push up the stock price of his richest friend's stock. It has never happened. It is illegal to use federal property the way Donald Trump and Elon Musk used federal property today, and neither one of them know it. It was Elon Musk who first said that boycotts are illegal, which is not true. Elon Musk said it was illegal for advertisers to boycott Twitter after he turned Twitter into a cesspool full of Nazis and assorted madmen. Elon Musk is not from around here. Elon Musk does not understand the country where he now lives. Elon Musk would fail by a wide margin a high school AP American history test. He grew up in white South Africa, going to a segregated elementary school and high school where he learned nothing about American history, American law, American free enterprise, where every company gets to decide where, how, and when they will advertise and where they won't, and where no company is allowed to advertise on federal property. A country where advertisers have never wanted to be associated with Nazis. Elon Musk is such a bad salesman that he was stupid enough today to bring even more attention to the latest disturbing challenges that Tesla owners are facing thanks entirely to Elon Musk.
Okay, so this is where I really think Elon Musk might have some sort of case, especially when it comes to the financial loss. And if you remember at the very beginning of the video, we talked about how defamation could do with financial loss. Now, it is true that Tesla, it is coming up slowly, but if you look at the direct correlation from when Elon Musk got involved with Donald Trump, I mean, you want to talk about a fall off, that's quite the fall off. And if you follow my channel, nearly every video is talking about how Elon Musk is the worst person ever, Doge is trying to take over the world, and you know, again, could Elon Musk make that correlation? Possibly. I think he has a case.
Musk hosted Trump for a nearly 2-hour live stream on X that drew over 1 million listeners and has spread numerous debunked claims, lies, and conspiracy about the election on X, where he suggested falsely that Democrats are importing voters, accused FEMA falsely of diverting funds to assist illegal immigrants, and shared a mocking, manipulated video of Vice President Kamala Harris with an altered voice. Musk hosted Trump for a nearly 2-hour live.
I see I don't disagree with anything people said, but I think there's another front in the politics that's not getting a lot of attention. Elon Musk is just making this stuff up as he goes along, right? And it's a little, someone was comparing it to search for WMDs in Iraq, right? He's constantly looking for stuff and then declaring he's found something, and it turns out he didn't find what he's declaring he's found, right?
The Social Security example is claimed that millions of people who are 150 years old, which was a misreading of the data, which, by the way, in the current disinformation environment that we occupy, is repeated as fact, not just by him, but as the president, going back to like the Gaza condoms example.
So my point is that right now, anybody who knows anything about public policy can see where he's getting stuff wrong. Mm-hmm. And eventually that will become manifest outside, sort of to Kristen's point about this town. Eventually they're going to start doing stuff that normal people will realize is just wrong. And it'll take the veneer of expertise off of all this.
Now, where things get interesting is that the reason why a lot of people don't win these cases is because if you are a public figure, the court system understands that people have opinions. And if you decide to make yourself very public, I mean, you can read some of my comments. A lot of people can be mean to me, but I can't say anything about it. I'm technically a public figure. The court system's going to say, look, you decided to go out there and we have laws to protect the opinions of what people have about you. So if somebody says you're the worst singer on planet Earth, but then somebody says, not only are you the worst singer on planet Earth, you also committed one of the worst atrocities, on a specific town here at the specific date. So you can see where we get into a gray area here. Anyway, I think you guys understand the point of this video. Thank you guys so much for being here. God bless, and we'll see you all later.